Well, here in Weihai, it could be a case of when the French are away, the Brits and the Germans might play, because there's no Beaugrand, there's no Lombardi, don't have to be here really after what they've done so far. So Beth Potter might be able to take advantage, especially after 2 medals in Paris.
Yeah, 2 bronze medals, that bronze in the individual, bronze in the relay. She's got to be coming away happy with that. She has admitted she's felt a little bit that post-Olympic slump, so this will be a great race for her to kind of get back into it, leading up to the grand final. 2
Germans also with medals at the Games. Lisa Tersch, first of all, in the relay, obviously, along with Laura Lindemann. I don't think Tersch has ever been performing better, has she?
No, I mean, she's had 2 silvers already this year. She's doing so well, and unfortunately had that crash at the Games, but both of those came away with that gold in the relay. It's a consolation prize, but I feel like a very good consolation prize, but I feel like you'd be wanting to kind of prove yourself individually as well here.
Yeah, and Lindemann with that phenomenal sprint in the relay will be surely coming here on a high after that.
Oh, absolutely amazing. I mean, that sprint, I mean, she had all the pressure on her and she delivered. But again, I feel like they didn't get out of those results in the individual, and they'll be wanting to prove themselves.
Plenty with a lot to prove then. Here's what happened.
The first World Championship Series race in China since 2011. 27 women are away in Weihai, and they'll be goose-stepping through the water for about 50 metres. That's how we stand. There's no Beaugrand here, all Lombardi. Potter and Tersch in pole position to make up ground, but it's Jennifer Arnold who has the early lead, and Lisa Tersch who comes out first after the initial lap. 750 metres more, but a statement of intent from the German. Not too much separation there. Kate Woff, Kasper, Koch, all in close attendance in that little group. But it's going to be Lisa Tersch who leads them out. It's the first time she's ever done that in a World Series race, off the back of that sensational win she had in Valencia. Tersch away first on the bike, and she might have herself a 10 or 15 second lead here. Don't think she wants to keep it on this course though, riding solo. So a group of 22 women, that's Georgia Taylor-Brown. We've got 3 Brits in there in this leading group. The big casualty is Laura Lindemann, who, just hearing, is some 1 minute 20 back. This is the uphill section, and they've got to do this 8 times. It really saps the energy from the legs. So 1 lap to go. They'll be happy to hear the bell, and there's still 17 of them together. They're a long way clear, these women. It's the quick downhill section. So into transition they come. Tersch is normally very good, and that was nigh on perfect. And the Germans away first. A couple of Germans actually, with Potter and then Beto. But Tersch to the front straight away. That win she had in Valencia a couple of weeks back, she ran nearly a minute quicker than anybody else, and that was a sprint race which she won. And she has the quickest time of any woman in this race so far this year. So after the first lap, her lead is 12 seconds, and she looks really relaxed. That's the battle currently for second, Potter and Taylor-Brown. And Potter has now broken her fellow Brit and is clear in that silver medal position. Taylor-Brown, no danger for her in terms of being caught for the bronze, but she's gone again, Tersch. There was just a moment when Potter looked like she might catch her, but it's her first win at this level for the 25-year-old. Fantastic performance. It has been coming after a string of silvers, and it's going to be Potter who breaks a string of bronzes to get the silver medal here today. And the last we saw, Taylor-Brown is going to confirm her first medal since her return from injury. And that is a seminal moment for the former Olympic silver medalist.
And it's Tanja Neubert coming round the corner, but she's being chased down. It's Kate Woff who's really trying to pull her back, but I don't think she's quite going to get there. Neubert with a 4th. Absolutely incredible. Only a 2nd ever World Champ Series. Kate Woff with 5th position. That's a good result for her. Best position since Pontevedra last year. Great run from Gwen Jorgensen, especially after recovering from shoulder surgery not that long ago, getting a 6th position. Rosa Tapia with a 7th, her best result for a long time as well. Gina Sereno, great result for her. Again, lots of PB results here for some of these women. Alice Beto, another strong run from her, finishing in 9th. She raced the European Championships and came 3rd just last weekend. And it's Jeanne Lehair, she's coming up for 10th position. Claire Michelle with that incredible sprint she has, chasing her down, just not quite there. So the 2 training partners there, Jeanne Lehair in 10th, Claire Michelle in 11th. So big gaps, 2 minutes there. It's good for Verena Steinhauser. She's going to come over the line in 12th position. That's a solid day out for her. She was one of the athletes that was one of the strongest on the bike, always kind of close to the front, really pushing that pace up the hills. I think she'll be really happy with that after being a little bit disappointed with her result from Paris. Jin Yu Lin coming over. I'm sure we get some big cheers from the local Chinese supporters and the volunteers that have all come out today. She's a fantastic result, 13th today. One of the stronger athletes on the bike over the first couple of laps. She really impacted the race, kind of really splitting up the field over those first strong laps on the bike.
Surprising, but yeah, I worked hard on my swim and it starts to show.
And how tough was that bike on that course?
It was tough, but I thought it's tough for everyone. So every hill I was like, okay, everyone's suffering and I'm suffering, but we're all got to get up here together, and we did that.
Was it always a plan to try and get away very early on the run?
You just got to assess the situation, and like, of course, everyone always tries to have a good second transition, but sometimes it works, like for me today, and sometimes it doesn't work, and then you just like look at who's around you on the first K, and I saw that no one was around me, and so I was like, okay, I guess then it's time to push. And like, I guess I was lucky because I got some practice in Valencia already, like running on my own. And 10K on my own is like, it's pretty tough also mentally if you have no one like to sort of fight against and like hang on and like take turns, and there was always wind on the backside. And yeah, it was also my first run on my own, so this race was like a lot of firsts, also including my first time in China. So.
Well, you must have got information that Beth was coming. That 3rd lap, she got to within, I think, 6 seconds. Were you a little bit concerned at that point?
I mean, yeah, when you're in the front, you're always the one who's hunted, and you don't know, like when you're around people, you sort of can assess how hard they're breathing and how they're doing, and when you're in the front, you have no idea how the person in the back is doing, like if they're pushing really hard or if they're feeling great. But I was like, yeah, if there's like a time to really dig deep and like give it my all, like this is the time.
And so now you've got a win and 2 silvers, got a shot at the world title in Malaga.
Yeah, we'll see. I of course, but I'm always focused on the process and like taking it step by step and not looking too far ahead. I feel like then like pressure and expectations come very easy, and then it's hard to perform at your best. And today I went in with a free mind and just like wanted to show what I'm capable of, and I'm really glad I did that today.
Another medal, Beth. I mean, every single race this season you're on the podium. You can't be disappointed with that.
Oh, that's getting better, and yeah, I actually really enjoyed that. I haven't really enjoyed a triathlon since probably Pontevedra last year, so my main goal was to enjoy it today, and I definitely did that.
Why do you think that is? Is it because like the pressure's off after the Olympics?
I don't know, I've just found it just really hard this year, and like I know it's been there in training, but I just haven't quite found it in a race. But I really enjoyed that today, and it was a really interesting course, and it was good fun. I think it played to some of my strengths.
And there was just a moment, I think, towards the end of that third lap, and you got the gap down to 6 seconds. You must have been thinking, maybe I can get to her.
I believed, and committed, and I really backed myself, but probably just didn't have enough. Maybe I needed to make a move a bit earlier on, but no, I'm really happy with everything that I did today.
And what it means now is, at the very least, you're not going to let your world title go without a fight in Malaga.
No, that was the aim. Yeah, like to come here and it's not over until it's over. So I'll go into Malaga in a pretty strong position and fight for my title again.
Welcome back to the podium. First time, obviously, since the injury. Must feel good.
Yeah, really good. I kind of said to myself today, I would be so happy to just get on back on that podium and just like prove to myself that I can still do it. Because yeah, it's been a bit rough, and I've been since the Olympics disappointed, and yeah, just felt like I've not been into my groove and my rhythm. But hopefully, I'm getting back into it, and I'm just super happy with that performance today.
And we saw a lot of the time during the bike stage, you were kind of asking for help, trying to get some people towards the front. Was that a bit frustrating? You didn't get maybe as much help as you would have wanted to try and get some kind of a break going.
Yeah, I think because it was such a big group and no one really wants to pull turns, we kind of just tapped away up the hill, and then some gaps kind of formed, but on the flat sections no one really wanted to do anything, and so yeah, it was I just had to kind of sit with that and realise that it's probably just going to be a running race now, so try and find some legs.
And for you it's a work in progress, you're still trying to get back to maybe where you were 2 or 3 years ago, but you're getting there, you seem to be getting there.
Yeah, I think I'm getting there. Yeah, it's been a long road, longer than I thought, getting back to some kind of fitness and feeling like myself. But no, I'm definitely getting there, and I'm just happy to be racing again, to be honest. It's just nice to be here and not be sat at home watching.
Well, it's nice to see you back. Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Georgia.
Here we've got our top 10 results. Lisa Tersch with the win, eventually 17 seconds over Beth Potter. Georgia Taylor-Brown with her first medal in over a year on the World Championship circuit. Then Tanya Neubert, fourth, Kate Woff fifth, Gwen Jorgensen sixth. That's her best result since she's returned to the sport. Rosa Tapia, good result from her. Sereno, Beto and Lahair all rounding out that top 10.
Georgia Taylor-Brown.
Yeah, it's a great performance. Sixth in Paris. I think she was complaining it's a bit hot standing there. The sun has been fierce, and it probably it's burning her feet a bit, I think.
She needs her shoes back on.
Yeah.
Beth Potter.
Well, after a string of bronze medals, Beth Potter strikes silver in Weihai. She's looked more relaxed, I think, Helen, this weekend than we've maybe seen her previously this season.
Yeah, and I think that pressure leading up to the games, it's gone now, isn't it? And she said she really enjoyed today, which is massively positive.
Lisa Tersch.
Well, fantastic day that she will never forget. First time top of a World Triathlon Championship Series podium for Lisa Tersch. And you've got to love the way she raced today. First out the water, front and centre on the bike, and then away almost immediately on the run.
Now let's please join us for the champion celebration. 让我们一起打开香槟庆祝吧。
And we'll be seeing all three of these women, no doubt, in the grand final. It's set up beautifully. So let's show you the latest series rankings. We knew that Beaugrand was going to be top whatever, but Potter now closes in to fewer than, well, just over 100 points, 114 points behind. Tersch just a smattering of points behind her, then Lombardi, then Taylor-Brown. So it's really between those five, although Beaugrand, Potter, Tersch, you would think, would be the three that'll be fighting it out, but you just never know. It's been a long season, and it isn't over yet. First race took place in Yokohama in May, then across to Europe, Cagliari first, then Hamburg. It was followed by the Olympics, Weihai here today, and the grand final still to come, where everything will be decided. That's about all we have for you from China. I hope you've enjoyed it. You can't not have, really. And dates for your diary: October the 19th, the women's grand final, October the 20th, the men, and we'll be doing it all live. Myself, Trevor Harris, Helen Jenkins, and our whole super talented production cast and crew here in northeastern China. For now, though, from all of us, it's goodbye.